Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. I'm happy to meet you all again on a new topic, Cloud IT, ManageEngine's Cloud Solutions. So before we begin, I want to give you some housekeeping stuff here. In case you have trouble listening to me or looking into my screen through the webinar, please get in touch with the panelists. They should be able to help you out right away. There needs no new introduction on importance of cloud and the necessity to move your business to the cloud. In this world of digital transformation, everything has literally moved to the cloud. Businesses have big trouble dealing with data, internal and external security attacks, and so on. IT directors and managers often look to cut down infrastructure costs, and organizations must ensure all services related to business is available 24/7 without compromising on data and security. To maintain high availability SLAs, organizations face a tough time identifying the right solution that helps them manage their IT effectively and efficiently. ManageEngine, with its wide range of products across all IT verticals, provides a host of solutions on the cloud to such customers who would want to benefit the cloud advantage. So here is the list of IT verticals that ManageEngine deals with, starting from Active Directory, network, Helpdesk, application, server, cloud, analytics, desktop and mobile, and security. So when it comes to cloud, ManageEngine has solutions for these IT verticals. So if you're looking to move any of these functions on the right-hand side to the cloud, ManageEngine would be the best fit for you. Here is the list: IT, service and asset management, server, application and network performance monitoring, mobile device management, Office 365 management, remote access management. Cache management is also available on the cloud from ManageEngine. Secure single sign-on, that is the identity access management, SIEM and log management. And if you're looking to have a MOM, a monitor of monitors to receive alerts from all your monitoring systems, then we also have IT alert management. And finally, advanced IT analytics, which gives you an overall picture as to how your entire IT is performing from various sources. So the next few minutes, or probably the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to talk about these solutions. In case if you have any questions, do post them on the Q&A window. I will answer them during the Q&A session. So let's first start with Service Desk Plus Cloud, the IT service and asset management solution. It has got the best ITSM workflows. The next slide, I'm going to talk about what are the ITSM workflows that you can manage and automate using Service Desk Plus. So you will be able to bring in all the ITIL best practices into your service management. It has got powerful integrations with IT management applications. So in case if you are an existing Service Desk Plus customer, you will definitely agree with me that it has got powerful integrations with other ManageEngine solutions like Desktop Central or mobile device management or Active Directory or even advanced analytics, that is the Analytics Plus software, and also network monitoring solution. It has got smart automation, so you can automate few things. A couple of things which come to my mind here are where you can automatically assign tickets to technicians without the need for an Helpdesk coordinator. So you have either a load balancing or a round robin technique with which you will be able to assign tickets to technicians. There is also SLA, which can be associated with all the tickets that come in. And when the technician violates the SLA, you can have escalation rules, and these escalations can be automatic in the sense that level 1 technician, if he has violated the SLA, it can automatically be assigned to the level 2 technician. And the other automation that comes to my mind is the continual service improvement, where as and when a ticket is being closed by a technician, an automated survey can be sent to your requesters, and you can determine the quality of service provided to your users. Extensive reporting capabilities. I'm sure people who have been using the on-premise solution have tested the reporting capabilities of Service Desk Plus. The same is available with the on-cloud solution as well. And you'll be able to customize most of the forms without any code or without any programming language. So it's just a drag and drop functionality where you will be able to customize the templates, the incident template, or the reply template, or the service catalog template. So everything is customizable here. And it is also available in multiple languages. So as I said earlier, here is the list of the service management workflows, the ITIL sub-functions, which can be achieved through Service Desk Plus Cloud. Though it is available on the list for you, on the screen for you to read, let me list it down. Incident management, problem management, change management, service catalog, asset management, configuration management database, which is CMDB. You'll be able to manage all the CIs, the relationship between CIs, and the business views of the CIs as well. Project management, release management is also available on the cloud. Knowledge base management, where you will be able to publish articles, solutions, knowledge base solutions to your users. Continual service improvement, and finally, enterprise service management. So all along, we have been talking just about IT service management, but if you have to move these ITSM workflows to the entire organization, so where you will have multiple departments having help desk functionalities. So you will have the travel desk, you will have the finance team, you will have HR, legal, sales, facilities. So all these departments will have their own service functions, and you want to extend these ITIL functions to these departments. That's when you will have to look into the enterprise service management. So the entire ITIL functions can be applicable to the other functions within your organization. So we have 3 different editions for Service Desk Plus on the cloud: Standard, Professional, and Enterprise. And the licensing here is again based on the number of technicians and nodes. So the Standard starts at $10 per technician per month, whereas the Enterprise starts from $50 per technician per month. And the difference between the Standard, Professional, and Enterprise is that the Enterprise has got all the ITIL functions that I listed in the previous slide. So incident, problem, change, CMDB, project, release, everything is available in the Enterprise. And Professional Edition is a cut-down edition of Enterprise, and Standard is a cut-down edition of Professional. So the Professional has just got IT help desk, that is the incident, and the asset management, and the Standard has just got the IT help desk. So in case if you have been using any of the lower editions, or if you want to start with the lower edition, say Standard to begin with, and then once you are satisfied with the functionalities of Standard, then if you would want to move to the Professional or Enterprise, you don't have to sit and reconfigure everything on the cloud. It's just a license which will enable you to move from Standard to the Enterprise edition. There are a number of add-ons as well. So in case if you are using the Standard edition and you just wanted to add 1 or 2 additional functionalities, say for example, you want to add the project management, or you want to add the live chat, or you want to add the project manage or the change in release management. So you can pick and choose those add-ons, and the add-on pricing is also being published on our websites. So having talked about Service Desk Plus, let's move on to the next one, which is the monitoring solution, the Site 24/7, the all-in-one monitoring solution for managing your network, server, and application infrastructure. So you will be able to monitor your websites for availability and response time. Server monitoring to check the performance CPU memory, disk utilization, processes, services, scripts running on them, and file and folder monitoring as well. Cloud servers, Amazon EC2 instances, RDS instances, or it could be your Microsoft Azure, Citrix, Zen servers. So whatever that is available on the cloud and you want to monitor them, you will be able to monitor those devices for their performance and fault. Network monitoring for routers, switches, and firewalls. So it is going to give you reports on their CPU memory and interface traffic, interface RX and TX traffic. Application performance, applications, a whole bunch of applications is what you can monitor through Site 24/7. So it could be Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, databases like MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, and then it could be any other applications, middleware applications like SAP. So all these can be monitored from one single location through the ManageEngine cloud. And finally, you will be able to monitor the real user experience as well. So we call it as RUM, real user monitoring. And you will be able to check the availability of services like email, website, and then LDAP, ping. So you will be able to check the real user experience for all these services from different locations. So here again, it's available in 4 different editions. The one which is marked with green is the most popular edition, where it is the professional edition, which is $35 per month. It's an annual pay that you will have to do for these. I wouldn't want to dwell into the details of how the pricing and licensing works, except for the numbers that has been listed on the screen here for you guys. It's better you get in touch with the sales to know how flexible we are when it comes to dealing with the licensing and pricing. So the starter pack is at $9 per month, and you'll be able to monitor up to 10 websites and servers. One advanced monitor. Advanced monitor here, it means it could be Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, or databases, and 5 network interfaces for traffic monitoring, and 100K RUM page views. So which means that real user monitor page views. You will be able to select from over 110 plus locations to check for the real user experience. And you get 50 SMS and voice credits per month. And there's also third-party integration and standard support on the starter pack. But when it comes to the professional, classic, and enterprise, that's when you get the premium support. And to know more about the details of the premium support and how things work, I would suggest that you get in touch with the sales team for this. Now, when you guys are already on the cloud, I'm sure you should have subscribed to one of these services from Microsoft, either Exchange Online, Azure AD, Skype for Business, OneDrive for Business, Microsoft Teams, and much more. So there's one solution from ManageEngine which is going to monitor all these package from Microsoft, which is Office 365 Manager Plus. So you will be able to generate reports on all these components. You will be able to do the audit and alerting on Office 365 licenses and users, the management of these users and licenses. You can monitor the server performance as well. When it comes to Exchange Online, you will be able to monitor the Exchange server performance like CPU memory. When it comes to Microsoft Azure Active Directory, you will be able to check the Active Directory server user Active Directory performance. The server performance like CPU memory and disk utilization. And you'll also be able to delegate tasks to technicians. So which means that not all technicians will have access to all the 5 different components from Microsoft Online package. So you will be able to delegate which technician has got access to what, and you will be able to do a drill down access to each of those technicians within your IT. And it is available in 3 different editions. There's also a free edition here which supports 25 users and mailboxes, and the standard and the professional edition which supports unlimited number of users and mailboxes, and it starts at $345 US and $595 US respectively. So the standard is at $345 and professional is at $595. And you can also see the list of supported features. In fact, the professional edition has got more features than the standard, where you will be able to receive password, where you will be able to do the Office 365 auditing and alerting, health monitoring, Office 365 management, password expiry notification, and Helpdesk delegation. Mobile Device Manager Plus is also available on the cloud. So in case if you want to manage your users' mobile devices, you want to check the apps which go into them, you want to do the location history of those devices which has been provided to the users. It could be Android, Windows, or iOS phones. You can also perform some security management options here. You can have a passcode, you can enable the lost mode, you will be able to wipe off the corporate content, leaving alone the personal data, or you will be able to wipe off both the personal and the corporate content. Email management, content management, where you can publish contents to specific devices, and containerization as to which devices has got access to which apps and which data. So all this is possible from the cloud as well. So it is available in 3 different editions again. The free edition, where you will be able to manage up to 25 mobile devices, whereas the standard and professional edition has got much more features. The standard edition, the cloud starts at USD 13, whereas the professional edition starts at $24 US. And it's in, the professional edition has got all the features that I listed in the previous slide. So you will be able to do the security management, app management as well. So you will be able to blacklist apps, uninstall those blacklisted apps. You will be able to push enterprise apps to mobile devices as well. But this kind of app uninstallation or security management is not available in the standard edition. In this period of lockdown, everybody is working away from office. So you want to remotely troubleshoot. As IT administrators, we would want to remotely troubleshoot the problems which the users face connecting to the VPN or connecting to the resources within the organization. So we have a software which is called the Remote Access Plus. It has got the advanced remote control, where you will be able to have 3 or more technicians joining the same session in order to troubleshoot. And this session can be recorded for training and audit purposes. There's also a video and voice chat which you can do with the user. You will be able to transfer files over the internet. And there's a system manager option where you will be able to do disk defragmentation or clean up the recycle bin. So these are certain tasks which you can perform on the user PC, user workstation or laptop. Then you can also remotely shut down and wake the devices on LAN. So these are the features of Remote Access Plus. And here is the architecture where the Remote Access Cloud Server is present in ManageEngine cloud data center. And your branch offices will get connected to these cloud servers using the distribution server. So you can see there's a distribution server in each of your branch offices. So there should be one server where you will be able to configure that as a distribution server. And each of the devices within the location, within that branch office will be connected to the distribution server as well. Whereas for roaming users, they will be getting directly connected to the cloud server on ManageEngine data center. So this is how the architecture works. Here again, when you have to talk about the editions, it is available in 3 different editions. The free, where you will be able to manage up to 10 devices for free. Windows and Mac is supported. The standard and professional edition. There are a number of features which are missing in the standard. So here is the list that you can see, where you can have Wake on LAN, remote shutdown, task manager, device manager, all these features are available only in the professional edition, which actually starts at $150. That's the annual subscription price for 25 computers and 5 technicians. And you can see how low is it for managing 25 computers. When it comes to patch management, having to remotely control those workstations, you'll be using Remote Access Plus, whereas for managing the patches from third-party vendors like Adobe, WinZip, or Microsoft Office, or it could be Google Chrome, or any Java-based applications, you may have to use the Patch Manager Plus on the cloud. So you can automate patch deployment. So all the patches will be pushed from ManageEngine Cloud Server to all the devices. It has got cross-platform support, which means you will be able to manage the Windows, Linux, and Mac OS patches as well. Third-party application patching is supported. So it is just not Microsoft. You will be able to do it for Adobe. And by that way, we have like 530 plus third-party vendors for whom you can manage the patches for workstations. So here is the architecture. I'm sorry for the small view of those architecture diagrams. Anyway, we are going to share these presentations with you. So the one on the top is where you have a distribution server and all the agents, that is the workstations within your organization, will be connecting to the distribution server for patch information, patch database. And this distribution server is going to synchronize the patch database from ManageEngine's patch cloud server. If it is a case of a remote roaming agent, where laptops are always on the move, the roaming agent will have direct contact to the patch cloud server from ManageEngine. 3 different editions again in Patch Manager Plus as well, Professional, Enterprise, and the free. The annual subscription price for 50 computers and 1 technician is at $445 for the Enterprise edition. And you'll be able to manage Windows and Mac operating system patches. When it comes to identity management, you would actually want a single sign-on for all the enterprise applications. Any application, any in-house application which supports SAML-based authentication, that can also be added as added to the identity access management. So you can have a centralized access management for on-premise as well as SaaS-based applications. You can leverage the existing identities of users, either using Office 365 identity or Google Suite, or it could be Zoho credentials. So you can use these existing identities for users, and then you can provide a single interface for identity and access management. You'll be able to easily grant or revoke access to applications from a single console to all the users within the organization. It starts at USD1, so it is just $1 per user per year, and you'll be able to support all those applications which has been listed on the left-hand side, like Office 365, Salesforce, Slack, PagerDuty, Google Apps, Zoho, Zendesk, Dropbox, Live Chat, and much more. All the more, you would want to also manage the logs from various sources. So you're running short on storage space because the data that you have in your organization is bountiful. So you want to have you want to move your log management onto the cloud because you want to archive the logs for larger number of days or probably for years together. And that's when you want to move all the log management records to the cloud. So you'll be able to manage the event logs and syslog from various devices, from Windows and Linux boxes, as well as from routers, switches, and firewalls. You'll be able to audit Windows devices and Linux and Unix boxes. You'll be able to generate compliance reports like PCI DSS, reports for payment card industry. If you are an health organization, you will be able to generate reports on HIPAA, SOX, or if you want to generate reports based on security audit like ISO 27001, that is also possible from the logs which have been collected from your devices, and it is secure on the cloud, on ManageEngine Cloud. So that's what we call it as Log 360 on the cloud. You will also be able to generate reports based on GDPR compliance as well. And there are two different plans here. The free plan with 1 month retention and 50 GB of storage space on ManageEngine Cloud, it's completely free for you. Whereas when you go with the standard plan, it starts at $99 per year with a minimum of 100 GB storage. And as and when the storage size increases, that's when the pricing also increases. So what are the advantages here? You'll be able to cut down on your log storage expenses. So you need not have terabytes of hard disk on your network to store these log records which has been collected from various devices. You can focus your thoughts and resources on the attack mitigation. So how do you use your technicians' capabilities and experience in mitigating the attacks, be it internal or external? The biggest advantage is you can access your log data from anywhere. So maybe you want to go to the auditor's office and give reports on the logs. That's when you'll want to connect to the log records online. So you will be able to access the log data from anywhere. You will be able to scale up your network architecture without worrying about the log volume. So however the log volume is, whatever the log volume is, you will have a longer retention period for those logs which has been collected from your devices by ManageEngine cloud servers. Alarms one. So all along we have been talking about managing various aspects within IT, like mobile device management, service management, Office 365 management, and much more. But there are few cases where you want to have a centralized location for all the alarms which has been received from various monitoring applications. So enterprises, organizations, they don't rely on just one monitoring solution. So they have multiple monitoring solutions. One could be for routers, one could be for monitoring your HR database and as such. So it could be for monitoring your SaaS-based applications as well. So if you have to receive alerts from all these applications from a single console, or if you want to look at these alarms from a single console, that's when you will look into Alarms one. So there's going to be an alarm poller which works in tandem with all these applications. The next couple of slides, I'm going to talk about the inbound and outbound applications which are supported. Inbound applications is where you can receive alarms from these inbound applications. So the alarm poller is going to work in tandem with these on-premise solutions. You'll be able to receive real-time alerts, and there's multi-channel notification. So there's going to be email notification, SMS notification, there could be a push notification on the mobile as well. You'll be able to manage multiple locations from one place, and you'll be able to receive alerts from on-premise and SaaS-based IT applications. So here is a list of inbound integrations. So starting from ManageEngine, Op Manager, Applications Manager, NetFlow Analyzer, Zabbix, SolarWinds, Site 24/7, Splunk, Log Entries, Zoho Projects, Sensu, App Dynamics, then PRTG Network Monitor. So all the alarms from these inbound applications, it could be on-premise or SaaS-based applications. So all the alerts from these applications can be received by the ManageEngine cloud server, which works for Alarms one. And when it comes to outbound integration, you can raise a ticket into Service Desk Plus or ServiceNow or Zoho Desk or Slack, Zoho chat. You'll be able to send alerts to Service Desk Plus MSP as well, or Zendesk, Flowdoc, HipChat, and Atlassian Cloud. So you could actually integrate with any of these outbound applications for receiving those alerts. And here again, it's available in 3 different editions. The free edition, there's no string attached. It's the basic and the premium starts at $15 US and $25 US respectively. And it is billed per user annually, or $29 month on month for the premium edition, and $19 for month on month for the basic edition. Zoho Analytics. Finally, you would want to have one single dashboard for looking into the metrics. So you want to analyze the quality of service. Has the quality of service improved from what was available last week, last month, or last quarter? And you want to have some interactive dashboards and have one dashboard which combines data from Helpdesk, mobile device management, Active Directory, Office 365, Alarms One, and much more. Or you want to connect to any other external source within your organization. So you want to connect to one of your sales database or HR database and get some information from that and then publish in the dashboard. That's also possible using Zoho Analytics. So you have interactive dashboards and better visualizations. It gives you deep analytics. So which means that, as I said, you want to compare any metric. Say, for example, the number of alarms that have been received this month, that is in May, is 125. Whereas in April it was 250. So there's a decrease in the number of alarms that has been received from monitoring solutions. So that means your service monitoring or your service that you offer to the users has improved because, or the service availability has improved. That's why the number of alarms have reduced since last month. So if you have to get some deep analytics into the reports that have been published, that's when you will actually look into Zoho Analytics. You'll also be able to share these reports and collaborate with users. So which means that it's just not one person having a look at these reports. So you can publish these reports onto the dashboard, onto a Plasma view. You can email the stakeholders on these reports as well periodically. It could be weekly, monthly, or daily. And it's available in 4 different editions. The most popular one is the premium one, which actually starts at, I'm sorry for the pricing in INR. I don't know why it came up with INR. Anyways, it's at 4,000 INR per month for 15 users and 5 million rows. And the enterprise edition is for 50 users and 50 million rows. And it has got all the features of the premium edition, and with 5x performance and live chat support with ManageEngine team. So Zoho Analytics is available in 4 different editions. It's now time for Q&A. Let's take a look if you guys have any questions for me. Of course, you guys do. Nowadays, AD user password reset is very difficult for all users. We have an answer for this. You will be able to use AD Self-Service Plus for password reset, for self-service password user reset. So users can reset their own passwords and unlock accounts. So ManageEngine's self-service password reset tool help us to update cached credentials and endpoint machine. Doesn't have VPN access to corporate network. Yes, in this case, I think if you don't have a VPN access, you may have to publish your AD self-service on the web. So here again, let me give you a scenario where we have, like in Zoho, we have like 9,000 employees. We are all connected to the Zoho's Active Directory, and we are all working from home. For your information, we are all working from home, and our passwords are getting reset, or we have to periodically change our passwords. There's a 30-day time period for password expiry. So every 30 days, every user gets connected to the VPN and resets his password. For those who are not able to connect to the VPN, we have published AD self-service on the web, on the internet, so that the roaming users are also benefited on this. I'm new to ManageEngine. Kindly arrange to try the free edition to start with and take it forward. Of course, yes, you will be able to start with the free edition, and then you'll be able to access all those features that we have been talking about. Any other questions, guys? Okay, I don't see anything coming right now, but I'll be waiting for some questions after the sessions as well. I'm going to share my email address towards the end of this slide. So to summarize, ManageEngine is one-stop shop solution for all your SaaS-based IT infrastructure monitoring. So you'll be able to manage your network devices, servers, application performance, and much more from a single console. Using Site 24/7, you'll be able to manage your IT service management and assets using Service Desk Plus on cloud. And all the cloud-based solutions are highly secure, and they're reliable as well. We have got like 99.999% availability. It's even close to 100% availability. I'm just giving some iota for unknown or unforeseen circumstances. Finally, we have got a flexible pricing, which will help you to choose based on your business needs. So you will be able to choose the edition based on your business needs. So each application which is available on the cloud, each software which is available on the cloud has got different editions, and based on your needs, you will be able to choose what is needed. And if you actually need anything more on the basic package, there are some add-ons as well, just like as we saw in Service Desk Plus. If you are using the standard edition and you just wanted to have the service catalog alone, that's an add-on that you can pull over the standard edition. So which means that you don't have to go with the enterprise edition just for service catalog. And finally, thank you all for listening to this webinar. I hope it was useful to all of you. And in case if you have any questions related to the pricing, licensing model for the cloud editions, you'll be able to contact the sales. The email address is sales@manageengine.com. In case if you have any questions related to the technical aspects of these solutions, do email me. It is ekharthik@zohocorp.com. Thank you so much, guys. And finally, I'm Karthik Anandrao. I am the Chief Technical Evangelist for ManageEngine, and I've been doing webinars and seminars for the last decade. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this session today.